Welcome to TacosToGeeks.com. Justin here, back with more video game reviews, and today we are going to be reviewing the video game Iron Meat. And forgive me if I am sounding still a bit congested, a bit nasally. I am still battling this cold, but I am strong enough now to actually really talk and power out these reviews. I have a whole bunch of keys that I received, a whole bunch of screeners from various publications. So, and of course, I got books to review as well, comics. So, I got to power through these people for you. So, we are going to kick this off with Iron Meat. And as always, I give you a brief synopsis. By the way, this game and time of this recording and the time of the release of this review, which is September 20th. This game will be releasing on September 26, 2024 for your Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch at the price of $19.99. All the footage that you see here was recorded directly from my PC, so this is the Steam copy. Thank you to the developer for the review code. And as always, I give you a brief synopsis, so here we go. Iron Meat is a fast-paced run-and-gun shooter that immerses players in a world overrun by the meat, an all-consuming interdimensional biomass. With a mix of classic arcade and console mechanics, players will battle against mutated victims and machines, dodge bullet barrages, and crush bosses in 9 levels of gore brutality. As Batman fight back against the meat and stop the terror spawn from scientist Yuri experiments on the moon. And if you're just looking just based on the aesthetics, just based on just the gameplay, there's one game that really, well, I'll say two games that really come to mind with this type of style of gameplay, this type of style of destruction, and that is obviously Metal Slug and Contra, with Contra the later being the more heavily influenced in here. Iron Meat is a hell of a good time. If they didn't release a new Contra game recently, I will really call this a nice spiritual successor because Iron Meat is fun. Iron Meat is gory and it's challenging, and it's also very easy depending on which level you do. And I'm going to get into that right now when it comes to the gameplay. So when you start up Iron Meat, you have three choices of which difficulty you want to do. You have easy, normal, and you have hard. Easy gives you more lives, gives you more power ups as well. And of course, it's one hit kills just like Contra, but you have enough lives to compete for the levels. Boss battles are not as punishing as compared to normal and hard. Normal is a standard level of difficulty. The boss battles are not too hard, but it's a little bit more challenging. Things are not as ramped up. Hard, now that is where the real heart of the game is, and that's where the real challenge comes. Lesser lives, less more enemy waves in there, and everything is really thrown at you, and bosses really change up their style, really bring it home. So if you're really looking for a really meaty challenge, no pun intended because of the title, I will definitely suggest playing this game on hard, just so you can really have that kind of completionist mindset and just really challenge yourself. Easy, it really is easy on easy. So it really does do well because there's some games that have it on easy mode, but it still kind of feels like you're playing on hard or you're playing on normal. Easy mode is easy, normal is normal, and hard mode is definitely on hard mode. Now, as far as the gameplay goes, it is a simplistic game. It's you have your weapons, you have your power-ups that as you progress, the more enemies you kill or crates that you find that will have various power-ups. They have various cool weapon designs as well. So I really did enjoy the weapon system in here as well because you have two. Yeah, you have a slot of two, I should say. So you have say like if I pick up a power-up weapon or weapon upgrade, I can switch back to the previous weapon that I have on the second slot. So, for instance, I have one that's just shooting out lasers and the other one is just shooting bullets. I can switch back and forth. And for my strategy was if I know I was going to die and I wanted to keep the weapon that I have that I'm really good with or that's more powerful, I would just switch to the lesser gun that I'm having get killed and then switch back to the other one. That way I still keep my good weapon that I really wanted. And that's something I did even in Contra and in other games as well. So I really like how the game plays. It's challenging, like I said, on hard. it plays just like the old school arcade shooters. So if you're someone from my generation, us 80s babies who grew up in the 90s, if I'm going to compare this, which I usually never really do in my reviews, this reminded me of and I forgive me because I forgot the title of the game for the Sega Genesis. I'm actually going to look it up right now as I'm talking, as I'm recording this review. I know, really professional, right? Um, the game for Contra, the Contra game, yes, there it is. It's Contra Hard Corps, and that's what this game reminded me of Contra Hard Corps, just by the use of the way the game is played, the setting, especially the graphics, the aesthetics. I love the aesthetics of this, and it has various locations such as a forest, a train. Of course, you have the moon. The game looks aesthetically pleasing, really brings me back to those old school 16-bit era. Ran very well, and it's very hard for a game with this type of aesthetics to have any real frame rate issues. God help you if you do. But it's really good looking game. And as far as the sound goes, the sound as well is really good. A nice use of heavy metal, really guitar hard rock that really brings in it really brings that energy. And you need music for a game like this to really bring that energy. And RME brings that energy. You feel it. It has a really cool premise too, especially in the beginning. You really get it's one of those shooters that actually does have a little bit of backstory. You get to see a little bit of how the meats come to this particular planet through the interdimensional portal. And speaking of the meat, the designs are great. The boss battles are gorgeous. I love the designs of the bosses. Boss battles are tough. The boss battles really bring it home. I love dying in this game. I actually did enjoy the fact that I was like, okay, I have to remember this pattern. It brought me back. It really did. It gave me that nostalgic feeling that, okay, I have to learn this boss's pattern in order to beat it. But be careful because if you're playing on hard, you might learn this particular boss's pattern, but they might just add just a little bit more to it, which you're really going to have to be on your toes. So overall, I will say this. Iron Meat is a good nostalgia trip. It is a nice callback to those run and gun shooters that we used to play back in the day, such as Contra, such as Metal Slug. You can really see the influence in it. And you know now we do a buy it, wait for sale, or a skip it. And I will, you know what? It's 1999. I know there's a new Contra game out there, but Iron Meat just has something special about it. I enjoy it. It has some really good boss battles, really good production in terms of music. And you know what? I'm gonna recommend this. Give it a buy it. 1999 is, I will say, is a very fair price. You have 9 levels. If you want to play it on easy just to really breeze through it, learn the layouts of the levels, then you can do that, or you can challenge yourself on normal, or if you want to go balls to the walls and have yourself a real challenge, then you play it on hard. So I will definitely give this a buy it rating. Definitely pick this one up. This is Justin from apocalyptic.com. What did you think of Iron Meat? Did you play the demo, or if at the time this released, if you're watching this and the game is already out, did you pick it up? What did you think about it? Comment below, let me know. If you like what we do here, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Helps out the channel tremendously. I will be back to 100% hopefully by next week. I'm surprised I'm still powering out this review. It's just like, it's so draining. Oh my goodness. I have tea with me right now, folks. Well, thank you, everybody, and peace, love, and happiness. Wish you all the good health, by the way. Later days. I'll catch you on the next one. We're giving Iron Meat a buy it, and you know what? Since there's people who still want grades out there, I'm giving it a solid B plus. It's fun. Check it out.